All right, well, let's talk sump pumps today. First of all, what's the purpose of sump pumps? How do they work? And then secondly, just the importance of having some backup options in place in case your sump pump goes out. So first of all, sump pump. How does it work? What does it do? This right here, what you see in front of me, is actually called a sump basket. So down inside here is the actual sump pump. Obviously you can't see it right now. I'm going to go ahead, I'll take a picture. I'm going to take this cap off, I'll take a picture of it so you can see what this sump basket looks like, and I'll put that in the comments here later on. But the sump is down in this basket. What it's doing is inside the basement here, there's actually drain tile down on the inside of the foundation. So in the event that water actually gets or penetrates inside that foundation wall, it's going to collect in the drain tile. The drain tile then runs into this sump basket and then is collecting the water down into this area. I don't know if you can hear it. There is actually water running into this sump basket right now. What it does is it then collects the water in that area. The sump pump is down in there. When the water gets to a certain level, that sump pump's going to kick on. It pumps up water through this PVC tube piping. This goes up and then actually outside to the side of the house where there's a hose connected to basically that discharge on the side of the house. And then that's going to move that water away from the house and get it away from the foundation to hopefully prevent any more water from coming down and penetrating the wall. So obviously super important to have a sump basket and sump pump like this. You can imagine if that sump pump was not working, what would happen, right? The water level is going to increase. It's going to fill up the sump basket and then come out into this basement and flood the basement. So really important to have a functioning sump pump and to have one of these in your basement if you're in an area that's got a very high level of water or high water table. So let's talk a little bit about backup options, right? This thing, what if your sump pump goes out, right? You want to make sure that you got some options so that your basement doesn't flood. So number one, you can just buy a backup sump pump, right? Have it on hand, have it sitting in your basement. So in the event your sump pump goes out, you can just swap it out and you're rocking and rolling. The second option would be you could actually hook up, they've got little alarms or contact alarms. Either you could hook it into if you have a home security system or just some other ones that kind of have some alerts that will alert you. Basically, when the water level gets to a certain level, that sensor is going to go off and then alerts you to the fact that your sump pump's not working. So you definitely could hook this up to an alarm. The good part is it's going to tell you when your sump pump isn't working. The bad part is if it happens in the middle of the night or when a store's not open, you're not going to be able to go get a sump pump at that time. So either hopefully you already bought one in the past, or you're going to have to wait till the next morning. Hopefully, the water level doesn't rise too far in that interim period. The last option, the one you see here in front of me, is actually to have a battery-powered backup sump pump. I think this is a fantastic option, and this really serves two purposes. So if the sump pump that's in here actually goes out, this one's going to take over for it and just will work seamlessly and we won't have any issues. The other thing that's really nice about a battery-powered one is if you actually have a power outage for some reason, maybe a heavy storm comes through and you have a power outage for a prolonged period of time, in that scenario, because this is battery powered, it's going to kick in again and take over and get that water out of the sump basket and outside the inside of the house. So this is just a real fantastic option, is to have a battery powered backup really hooked up, as you can see in this scenario here. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Told you a little bit about how the sump pump works, the purpose of it, and then just make sure you've got one of those three options I talked about. Put one of them in place to prevent the flood and really kind of a disaster in your basement. So again, hope this was useful, and please reach out with any questions. Have a great day.